Welcome back, TipTopTabletopers. Today we are going to do some reviewing, checking out the stuff that I've learned in the last couple of weeks that I'm really trying to get this miniature painting up and running. And I think the best way to learn that, the best way to show it, is to looking at some skin. Now, one of the greatest models that you can do for skin is actually these orcs from Age of Sigmar. They are a pretty cool warband, but I've never played the game, so I can't give you too much detail in that. But as we are putting on the main color, in this case red, I wanted to use that as an undercolor. I want to tell a little bit about the brush and the control. As you can see, I've loaded up the brush with way too much paint, so I'm going to clean it. I know I'm going to smash the brush against the side of the cup, just easily move it around and then kind of brush it off on the side. And as you can see, less and less paint is coming off, so the tip is actually clean. No hard use, no really, tough work there, just simple. And then when you load the brush, move it a little bit through paint, and as you pull it out, turn it around. Just move it around a little bit, and you can see filled up to half, and that's just perfect. When it is loaded up with a little bit of water and a little bit of paint, you can see it goes off easily. The paint is fluent and smooth, and even when you go to a second layer coat, where you're going to go a little bit more color into it, you can see that the paint is coming off great. So, everybody's like, base coating, it's difficult and it's hard or it's boring, but you can really use the base coating to teach yourself on how to use the brush in a better way. And as we are doing the skin of this orc, you can see that I'm trying to highlight up. So I'm gonna make the muscles, the more stretched skin a little bit lighter than the rest, making sure that all the deep cracks stay the dark red and this more orange color is gonna lay on top. I must say at this point, the model just doesn't look great. It looks blobby and not too good, but as the paint dries and it smoothens out, you can see that it actually looks a lot better. And when you go up again, so a little bit more color up, I took a very light brown at this point because I know where I want to end up. I want to end up with this really light brown. I'm just gonna color into the patches that I've already colored before. So every time you color in, you do a little bit less. It isn't that different to non-metallic or anything else, but as you can see, the model really starts to get some color now. The red blob that it was at the beginning is now starting to get some more definition into it. And then I'm going to the brown, because that's where I wanted to end up, in a more brown color. Again, I'm just staying within the colors I've already colored before, and technically that's all there is to it, just stay within the lines. Go a little bit lighter every single time, just a little bit more up and up. But it is important to know when to stop. And to be honest, this is the place where I should have stopped. The color that it has after this point is, to my opinion, perfect. This light with the light brown, it has a good transition, even though the transition can be a whole lot more smoother, but that's not why I was doing this. I was doing this for checking out what colors will fit together. If you really want to make a smooth skin transition, you should glaze or feather, but we'll come back to that later. It's not the video that I wanted to do for that. This is just a video I wanted to do to show you guys how you color up. Get some, I believe it's called panel highlighting, not the edge highlighting, but just some panels in there, and skin is just perfect for that. Definitely a large model like this. I must say though that red is a more difficult color, because it's not as dark. I also created a purple variant of this, where I did it with purple and highlighted up. I like that one better because darkness is really dark. And here you can see I just went a little bit too far. I thought, well, a little bit more light will probably look better, but I shouldn't have done that. I should have gone a step back and smoothed out the transitions between the colors and get a probably more gradient model there. So yeah, we all make mistakes, and I was thinking, well, I just don't upload it, but we're all miniature painters, and every one of us makes mistakes, and I'm doing this to teach myself to become a better painter. And yeah, mistakes belong to it. I love the purple variant. I'm not that much of a fan of the red one, but I learned a lot, and every miniature should be a process of learning. So, having that said, I hope all of you have a fantastic day, and keep your brushes wet and enjoy the painting process. See you on the next one. Oh, on that note, if you want to see something about non-metallic, check this video out. It's actually fun.